Welcome to another edition of Orange Theory Goes Red, where Orange Theory has collaborated with the American Heart Association to bring you today one of our favorite templates, the Run Row. What that means for you is that we're going to be working through variable intensity intervals. That means going between higher intensity intervals and moderate intensity intervals. What does that mean for your heart? Well, that's going to help increase the ability for your heart to recover faster from those higher intensity activities. And ultimately, that's going to decrease your risk for cardiac events. Are you ready to get warmed up?
So ready.
Let's do it. Your dynamic warm-up is going to be 4 minutes long with 4 exercises. Each exercise done for a minute each. We will start with our arm circles. So nice strong position, arms out to the side, big circles to the front. As you continue to get warm, let's make those circles even bigger, and then we're gonna go 30 seconds to the back. That's your first minute. Your second exercise is going to be a combination move, a squat to a front raise. Standing again nice and tall, keep that chest lifted, core is engaged, and as you can see, Lydia's dropping down into her heels, arms then come up, then we're gonna stand up with a little bit of power. 1 minute here. Your third exercise, take that stance just a little bit wider. We're going to go into a lateral shift to punch. Whichever direction you are stepping out to, that's the same arm that's going to come forward. Again, chest is tall, core is tight, and we're staying heavy in those heels. Your final minute, let's elevate that heart rate just a little bit more with our lower impact option of a seal jack. Big step out to the side, wide reach with those arms as we are warming up that entire body, getting ready for that run row that you're about to get started with. How are we feeling?
Great.
All right, let's get you warmed up.
Okay, team, welcome to block number 1, 7.5 minutes, 3 total rounds. You're looking at 2 exercises for 1 minute of work, 15 seconds of rest. Now keep in mind, we're doing interval training, pairing a cardio interval exercise with a strength exercise. First exercise that Coach Franck is going to demonstrate today is going to be the iso squat lateral 2-step, staying in that low squat position, keeping both toes pointing directly forward. As you go 2 steps left, 2 steps right, option just slowing it down a little bit. Great job, Franck. Next exercise, we're going to go into that good morning to a tricep kickback. So on this exercise, standing set position, shoulders back and down. You want to make sure you start with the elbows bent, hinging at the hips, extend, and then stand. So think of it as 3 different steps. You're going to bend, extend, and then stand at the top. Great job, Franck. Now let's get to work, team.
let's move on into block 2. Here you have one exercise. It's going to be 4 rounds, John, 3-minute block. We're going to start off with that seated knee tuck. Now, we're in your active recovery right now, so let's control your breathing, and this is going to help bring down your heart rate. So you're going to start here in your set position, bring your knees into your chest, and reset. Into your chest, and reset. Now, your option here would be to bring one knee in at a time, keeping one foot, heel planted onto the floor. You look great. Let's get to work.
They said you felt nothing. Why did I feel so broken without you? So many things left unsaid. So many words were unspoken. Yeah, it's true. So don't forget, we all deserve a better way to feel in love. Don't forget, we all deserve a better way to feel in love. Take your steps, but don't run away. Never can wait. I need you to stay. After it's over, everything's gone. We need the closure. We need the closure. Take your steps, don't run away. Never can wait. I need you to stay. After it's over, everything's gone. Is this the closure? Can't find the closure. Wishing you would wait for me, but you got plans, got things to see. I've got heart, but it's not gold. Don't you start, no, don't you start. Oh, I thought I was giving up, gave all I got, but it wasn't enough. Take your steps, but don't run away. Never can wait. I need you to stay. After it's over, everything's gone. We need the closure. We need the closure. Take your steps, don't run away. Never can wait. I need you to stay. After it's over, everything's gone. Is this the closure? Can't find the closure. Don't you forget, we all need love. Don't you forget, we all. Take your steps, but don't run away. Never can wait. I need you to stay. After it's over, everything's gone. We need the closure. We need the closure. Take your steps, don't run away. Never can wait. I need you to stay. After it's over, everything's gone. Is this the closure? Can't find the closure.
All right, you got your active recovery. We brought that heart rate down just a little bit on that last block. Now we have to elevate it again, so we're back to that run row. Higher intensity cardio exercise paired with that moderate intensity strength exercise. Are you ready to get that heart rate up? All right, let's start with that iso sumo squat to alternating punch. Feet are a little bit wide, toes point out just slightly, sink heavy in those heels, and then here's the fun. We're gonna go back and forth as we rotate through that core. Now what you're gonna feel during those 45 seconds, those legs are gonna start to shake because we are forcing that muscle fiber to stay at the same length. Are you feeling it?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, definitely getting that heart rate up. Now, moderate intensity exercise where we pair it with that strength move. This is a deadlift to high row. We've got our jugs of iced tea here to help us out. So we're gonna start nice and tall, shoulders down and back. Hinge at those hips. So send those hips back, keeping that straight line from your ear to your hip as you slide those objects down, and then out to the side. You saw David lift those elbows for that high row, and then we stand back up. So hinge, perform that high row, keeping that core nice and tight, and then we're gonna stand up, squeeze those glutes at the top. So 2 exercises, 45 seconds of work for each, 15 seconds of rest in between for 3 rounds. Let's get after that run row.
right, John, here we go. Block 4. You have one exercise, 3 minutes, 4 rounds. This is an opportunity to bring down your heart rate, so don't forget to breathe. Let's hold on to your chair. We're going to go into a plank Spider-Man. So you're going to take your left knee to your left elbow, reset, opposite side. Your option here would be to use your kitchen countertop. We're working our core here. Let's get to work, John.
Okay, team, welcome to block number 5 of today's Run Row Simulator workout. We're looking at 3 total rounds, 4.5 minutes of work. Coach Frank here is going to demonstrate a high knee march so we can simulate some of that lower body power that we would typically see on a rower. Marching in place, keeping that nice tall posture, driving those knees up to hip level. Option, just slowing down that tempo. Our next exercise is going to be a sumo squat to an upright row with power. So we want to really emphasize that inner athlete with that wide stance. And then as soon as you come out of that squat, Coach Frank is going to pull, separating your weights, stopping those elbows right at shoulder height. As an option, you can remove the weight or lighten that load. Good, Coach Frank. Let's get after it, team.
right, John, here we have block 6. It's a 3-minute block. You have one exercise, and we're going to do 4 rounds. So what you're going to do is have a seat on the floor. We're going to do a toe reach. Your legs are straight up in the air, toes to your nose. Pretend like you have an orange underneath your chin, and you're going to reach up for your toes and reset your position. Your option would be to bend your knees, reduce your range of motion. Your further option, you can put your feet on the floor and crunch up. Excellent. Working your core strengthens your lower back. Are you ready to work your core?
I am.
All right, let's get to work.
Everybody's here, let's get it started. There's nothing to fear when I'm broken hearted. Breathe in and let your body go. Breathe out and let the future know. You're facing the crowd and ripping off labels, turning the plow, dancing the table. Having the time of your life. And if only tonight. When you're with me, you don't have to grow up. I'll give you a key. You just have to show up. Breathe in and let your body go. Breathe out and let the future know. Dance like a fool, and I'll take a picture. Don't try to be cool, 'cause you know that I kiss you. I'm having the time of your life. And if only tonight. I'm having the time of your life. And if only tonight I'd dance 1,000 dances. I'd take 1,000 chances. If I could spend the night with you. I'm having the time of your life. And if only tonight. I'm having the time of your life. And if only tonight. I'm having the time of your life.
There it is. We finished that run row. How are we feeling right now? Yes, I bet you are too. It is time to relax and stretch out those muscles. Now, all throughout those intervals, we were raising that heart rate up, definitely using that sympathetic nervous system. Now it's time to upregulate that parasympathetic nervous system, bring that heart rate down, and relax so you can get on with that day. We've got 4 stretches. We're gonna hold each stretch for 20 seconds, a total of 4 minutes to cool that body down. Our first stretch is going to be our overhead side reach. Standing up nice and tall, keep that proud chest, reach for one arm, and then slowly lean to one side, stretching all the way down one side of that body. Again, holding for 20 seconds there. We're gonna bring it back up, big inhale, and as you exhale, you'll go ahead and lean over to the other side. Your second stretch is your static cross body stretch. So again, keeping that upright posture, you're gonna reach one arm across, make sure we are grabbing in front or behind the elbow, not right on top of that joint, and that shoulder is staying down away from that ear. 20 seconds on one side, 20 seconds on the other. Your third stretch is going to be your static hamstring stretch. So if you turn to the side, David, nice. We can see that he's gonna send those hips back, just like we did during that deadlift today. Heavy in that one heel, straight line from ear to hip, and we're stretching the back side of that leg. Breathe, 2 to 3 big deep breaths before we switch over to that other side. Your final stretch, we're gonna bring it down to the mat. We are gonna be on that knee, so make sure you've got a padded surface for our runner's lunge. Stacking your ear over hip over knee, feet are shoulder width apart. You're gonna tighten through the back side of that body as you shift your body forward, opening up through that hip flexor. Again, you can hold it here or you can reset and then see if we can go just a little bit longer. 20 seconds on one side, 20 seconds on the other side. Now you earned this recovery from making that heart rate go up and down. So take that recovery and congratulations on making that heart stronger.
Don't really try to call